with the situation in the government in Kenya, what is your opinion? What would you like to say?
My opinion about the current government,
Yes.
or the government in general,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that broadly,
Yes.
not even with the current government, broadly as Africans or African government,
Yes.
I think we have the resources,
Yes, we do.
we have the human, the labor, the natural capital, we have it.
Yes.
But I think what we sometimes lack is just the management and the will of people doing what they say they want to do.
Yes, yes, yes.
So like the current government, they have done their best. They have done where they can. But I think sometimes they have overpromised.
Oh, yes, true. Very
Whereby where they have overpromised, then now they have not been able to do it. Then when you do that, then people will say, okay, you promised this and you have not done this. So sometimes even if you are doing your best,
Yes.
even if you have done the main things you have done,
Yes.
but you promised a lot,
which raised a lot of expectations
which raised
to
a
the
lot.
public.
Yes. Now those expectations have not been fulfilled.
Yes.
Then now you will find that people will say, oh no, this person,
Right.
they are not doing anything, they have not done it right. But again, our government, I think the only thing we lack sometimes is commitment and the service to people, or service to the people. We lack that one. You find that sometimes people do things, or once they get these jobs, let's say the ministers,
Yes.
once they get there, they do good things, like they were good before they
They were
got
good
there.
before they got there.
Once
Yes.
they get there, I don't know what happens.
Mtu ananunua TX after 1 week.
Unaanza umepata, uko na ndege,
Uh-huh.
uko na meli,
Yeah.
uko na sijui inaitwa Prado,
Luxury. And you forget.
those luxury
Yes.
things.
Yes.
And again, hizi luxury mnaonyesha watu in public. You just want to, opulence.
Yes.
And in this way, you find that now the people, the masses, even if the small things you have done,
Yes, they won't
asionekane. Unapata sasa kila mtu anasema huyu mtu anakula tu pesa, hajatufanyia kitu. So even the small things that you have done, they don't count.
They don't count so much.
So I'll say that for the current government, if it can just embark, and maybe redesign.
Yes.
I say yes, we did a lot of promises, but now what can we do now and tell the people, or the president, our President Ruto,
Yes.
who is a very educated guy, intelligent
Yes,
person,
very smart.
a very smart person, and I know he has the ability and the capability to redesign or redefine the promises or the manifesto he made, whereby he says now, we promised these things, but there, we were not the leaders there. Because sometimes when you do things, leadership na kusema ni tofauti.
Yes.
We said this, but now we are here, we know what it is.
Yes.
Now let's concentrate on these maybe 3 things. We do now make sure education,
Yes.
everybody gets a free education. Ile Kibaki alianza.
Yes.
At least watoto wote, we know that no child left behind in education. We come to health.
Yes.
We say that now tulipromise vitu mingi, lakini we want to make the health care
We want to make the basics
the basics.
get accessible to the
We
people.
get the basics.
Yes.
At least access to education,
Yeah.
access to health, access to better environment,
And security.
and security, which is a major thing. And also there's access to housing.
Yes.
But my only problem with the access to housing
Yes.
is how the government has done it. You can make an environment whereby you improve the lives of people, then people, they can get their own housing which fits them, but
Yes,
not
but
the
not
government
Defining for them.
Yes. which kind of house you
You would stay in.
in, or you need to have. Because in that way also it brings a lot of corruption, it brings a lot of cartels,
Yes.
na inaleta lobbyist wengi, ama na watu wengi, kila mtu anataka interest yake. So if we could just say that housing, yes, we need housing,
We agree it's
but it
accommodation.
should not be like a government initiated programs.
Okay.
Because now this government initiated program in housing, which can be good maybe for the less, but I don't think in this country, in Kenya, we are there yet where we can be able to provide housing for the general population. If it was maybe in Canada, in US, I can say that the governments can be able to do that. But here,
as per where we are,
we are not there yet. Yes. So we should be able to give health, we give education, then we give an environment, we provide jobs. We provide an environment for jobs, ndio watoto wapate kazi, watu wapate kazi, then now wachitafutie how do we live, at least to get that basic housing.